Hello, we are going to continue uh, with data dictionary. As in the last session, we said it. What is the data dictionary now? So, the data dictionary takes the fields of logical model of data, LMD, describes and organizes them into tables. So, here we have an example. But before going on this example, let's look at the logical model of that. So if you remember very well, as I told you before starting this module database development, you have to know first of all what we call the prerequisites. We called them prerequisites. So among the prerequisites, there is basics and fundamentals of database, which is of level 4. Now even programming language. So if you remember very well, we were looking at the variables. The variables as the programming deals with variables. That is why in prerequisite is there. Then logical model of data, it is taught in level 4 software development in the database called basics and fundamentals of database. Where the logical model of data is one of the three main phases of database design. So it is obtained by using the CMD or conceptual model of data, and that LMD is the one which is implemented to have the database. So let me show you, for example, a logical model of data. Here we have the logical model of data. So we have the object or the table called client, where you have client's ID, where we have surname, where we have first name, telephone. Then we have commands, command ID, command date. Then this is client ID, and it is the foreign key. As you can see, this one was brought here, and if you are writing it, you underline it with dashes, then you put this sign, hash sign. So here then we have command. This command most of the time is called the weak entity. The weak entity because it was brought between the cars and the commands. So this one is called weak entity because it is not sufficient. It doesn't have fields which are sufficient to make it a table. So this, you can see, this is the primary key of this command, and this is the primary key of car. So the weak entity takes the two primary keys and makes them a one primary key for it, and this one primary key is called concatenated primary key. So you can see also this car ID, manufacturer, model, price, whatever, bill ID now. So this is the foreign key of this one. So you have to pay attention on the module which is called basics and fundamentals of database of level 4 software development. So let's look at this example. You take the fields of logical model of data. This is a field. It means we had the table which was called client, where we had client ID. Then the client ID, it is the identifier or the primary key. It has the type, which is a variable character, the size 5, then the constraint. So the constraints are the rules which are put, or is the rule which is put on the column to enforce. It is enforced on the column of the table to limit the number, to limit the kind of data type of data to be inserted in that column. Where we are for that, if you put the constraint, you are dealing with the accuracy, of the database table. So the same, you continue with this one, client surname, so it is the same. So these are the constraints. The size, so you see, nothing else, only to understand that you put the fields of logical model of data, you describe them and organize them into tables. So I hope that you have understood this, and when we come back, we will be looking at SQL Server Boolean. Thank you for watching. See you next time.